just a giant
Can you go
There's
back?
actually a video. There's actually that's a video, not just a picture. Like that's an actual video. They
When
have a
did that
couple of
come?
10 seconds. I'll find the video clip. Hold on.
When we didn't get to that. I never saw that picture.
This night vision one?
The
Conveniently.
monocular. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's like through a PVS 14 probably, or a PVS 7.
And is that trained on that object?
Yeah,
This
that's
is
a
trained on the
you can
5
see
light
super bright.
formation, yes.
Yeah, you see how
And
bright that
it's
is?
coming out as just a big ball of light.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's from an angle. It's probably from the the side of it. Maybe that could actually have been taken from like the helicopter that dropped it. For all that we know. I mean,
No, you can
that
see
could have
the
been taken from
building.
the air.
This is a building on the right. I think this was taken from you can see the mountain range.
I mean, there's buildings on top of the mountain. Okay, you could be right, but that looks like it's higher in elevation. To me, that looks like an upward elevation. They have buildings on the side of the mountains, down there.
Yeah, and is that a window? Or is this a
That's
is
like
this some
looking
sort of
through the night vision
is that what that is?
monocular. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
they
was
took their
saying-
cell
Sticky.
phone and they put it up to the night vision monocular or binoc whatever.
One thing to
Okay,
note too is
again-
that, does that now look like clouds? That looks like some clouds to me. You see that?
There are definitely some clouds.
I do see a
in
little
the
bit of
sky.
clouds, a little
Yeah.
wispiness with
What's your-
clouds.
Can I ask what your point with the cloud is?
I'm just making the point so I can pull it out later. When it, is. I mean, just for future
When
reference.
it's relevant. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Heard.
I mean, I have no
Okay.
idea when it will be relevant. I'm just making the point.
Okay, here's a photo of the guys out there watching it, and I'm just going to count. I can see 1, 2, 3. I can see 4 phones in this
And
one
then-
photo.
Count shadows too. One shadow you can see is holding up a phone like this, or holding something up. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in the shot that we can't see, but we can see their shadows.
And this is only one side. There's 2 sides to these bunks. And each one of these bunks, I think, has at least probably like 10 people in it, maybe.
More than
Grider.
that, dude. Those things are huge. Those things. I mean, like I haven't been inside one of those. Those are specific like Marine training, huts or whatever. But they're like
Right.
It's like the half like cylinders. Yeah, like we had like plywood bee huts that are basically it's like a plywood shed basically, and like put HESCO barriers on the side of it. Just like big baskets filled with sand, and then that's plywood roof. Yeah, like that's what we had. Those things are pretty nice, but a lot more. Those things probably fit 50 people.
I was saying, it sounds like you guys got the shit end of the stick on that one.
Yeah, I mean it's yeah. But I mean like the Marines slept in the same things, the plywood bee huts downrange, but they had nice training, like when we would go to the field, we would just be inside of like our Humvees sleeping, we didn't have any of these nice, these really nice facilities.
Okay. So something I brought up during the podcast that Arthur and I did was these guys are out there in their skivvies. It's like they ran out there, right? So this is, again, bringing me back to the point that it doesn't seem like they knew what was going on, that this was a surprise to them, that hey guys, get out here and check this out. Right. And then everyone comes out, looks like everyone's, if you're saying, these men, if this is routine, right, yada, 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 it doesn't seem like they'd be that interested. They have other things to do.
Like what?
Maybe they want to catch rack for the next day. I don't know. How many times have you seen people come out like this?
I mean, that's what we would hang out outside. It's probably nice and cool. I doubt those things have air conditioning. I don't, I mean, it's probably, I mean, I guess it was kind of probably pretty cool, but think about it. Okay. So there's at least one company that's over 100 men. I mean, probably 110, maybe a little bit more, maybe closer to 150. And that's what, maybe 15 guys that are outside, hanging out. Like they're probably smoking a cigarette. It's like you're outside, what else is there to do? Like go to sleep, but the lights are still on in the huts.
And that's not
It's
what
like
I
8:15.
see. That's not what I see. I
People,
see people barefoot. I see people standing in lines, looking up at the sky, holding their cell phones, pointing at the what I assume to be the five light formation. I don't see this as a routine, casual gathering
I mean,
outdoors.
when's the
Yeah,
last
and
like
if
when's the
if
last
it,
time you've been out in the field with like a group of like people in the military? It's what you do. You
well,
hang out outside, you smoke, you hang out inside, and they're probably wearing their shower shoes, like
I
their
don't
sandals.
I don't take pictures of people smoking.
They're taking pictures of like the flares. Why? Like I took. I mean, I have
Why
plenty
would
of
they be
videos and
taking
pictures
pictures
of
of
flares
flares in the first place?
And I'm not trying to
because
battle
flares are
you.
bright. They're cool. Like they're cool. Like they're like what else is there to take pictures of? It's fun. Maybe to I don't know. Send to their
I
family
see
like,
his
oh,
point.
look at this. This is cool. Send to people like Corbell so that they can create a mass media frenzy over nothing. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who can know what these men were thinking. Like who knows?
Well,
Like seriously, like who
you're
knows?
certainly suggesting you do know what they're thinking. So
I'm
I'll
doing the
push back
exact
at on
no,
that.
I'm saying I'm doing the exact opposite, Arthur. I'm saying we do not know. We have no way of knowing what they're thinking. I don't know how else to like could we put this on like a
But then
banner? Like I
you
do
start creating narratives of what they might be thinking. It's okay.
no, I'm not. What are you talking about,
They're
man?
out
Like
there
what are you talking
smoking. They're
about?
out there because it's too hot.
How's that a narrative? Oh, get Tony out of here. What he better be paying for that, right? He better be paying for that.
I think that
What?
they're out. I think they're out
Romo,
there
what's up, man?
staring at
Oh
the
gosh, there he
UFO.
is.
They're out there staring at the UFO.
So again, this picture, I in a neutral aspect, I just don't see that if this is a normal routine training exercise. I can't explain this picture. Um,
I mean,
n-
it's
I
just
mean, I guess I
standing
can.
outside. It's like
I guess I can. It's not a picture I would take like in any circumstance of just people out in their underwear in the middle of the desert looking up at flares, known
I mean, you would be
flares.
surprised what else we take pictures of, when we're out there in the field. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, I mean, you'd be
I guess that's
surprised, like, what you
fair.
do to, like,
That's
I
fair.
mean, he's taking a picture of his friends looking at flares, like, because he knows that it's probably flares. He's probably taking a picture to laugh at him, later. Like, look at all you guys out there,
Yeah, and I really
you
want
know.
to stamp that. I completely disagree with this hoax idea that you keep saying that these are honorable men. They're not liars. They're not hoaxers. They're not manipulating what they saw. I think these are trained Marines, and I will continue to push back against your accusation. These
See, now
guys
you're
are
making
anything
it.
but trustworthy.
See, now you're making it about that. See, that's a real bad. That's a real evil straw man. I can tell that you really, you really think you're losing the debate here, Arthur, to go that low, man.
Well,
It's
it's
like you're making
because
it.
your
That's a low
entire
straw
your
man, bro. That's a
entire
low straw man.
argument is based on these witnesses
No,
lying.
it's not. No, it's not, dude. That's a really low blow. But I mean,
Well, we can
you
move
set
on
the
though.
bar, man. You can set the
So this
bar.
is the
Yeah,
last
but the bar is
photo.
lowered now.
Oh, no, we got two more. So
We'll
here's a
start doing
couple
like
more
heck,
low light
heck. I
photos
forgot the game where you like go under the bar. Like, what is that called? Shows how out of touch
below
I
the
am.
belt.
It's
No,
a hula hoop
shit.
thing where you
Yeah, no,
get
I
down
know
and
what
go
you're
under.
talking
What is
about,
that, man? Like,
and you go like,
yeah. Like, what the hell is that called?
what is it
Oh,
called?
what
I
is
don't
that
know.
called? Oh, it shows how shows that we
Shows
obviously
how
don't
in
have kids.
touch we are. I think
Yeah,
we
I know.
limbo.
Limbo.
Yes, thank you guys.
Is that
Thank you
it? Limbo?
guys. The chat,
That
we
is
have
okay.
we have we have close to 2,000 people watching, and only like 20 on YouTube.
Yeah.
So literally YouTube hates me so much. It's so funny. But thank you. Please, anyone who's watching, if you do mind switching over from Twitter over to YouTube and subscribe. I know I'm pausing this a little bit, but it would really mean the world to me because I do try to bring content like this, give people platforms, and to hear everybody out, no matter what, no matter if it's Mick West, Stephen Greenstreet, whether it's Robert Salas, Mario Woods. I have them all. So let's continue the debate, guys.
Oh, and just like one more thing, if I can do my own advertisement. So I'm going to be
Yeah,
holding
go
a disclosure. Okay, a disclosure dinner with my disclosure whistleblower, named Charles. We're gonna have you come to the prison. We're gonna have grilled cheese off the radiator. Nice fancy meal, and for $3,000 you can have a talk with my own disclosure whistleblower. All right, one-on-one, find out the real truths, and then afterwards you go out and get shanked on the basketball court. So $3,000. I'll tell you what, I'll knock it down to 1,500 just for my friends on Twitter. All right, just
Are
hit me
you
up.
are you
Hashtag
are you
get scammed.
secretly Dr. Greer?
No, he's talking about this guy. You don't know about
Let's get into
the
that.
prison
We don't need to
whistleblower?
get into it right now.
We don't
Let's
need
just
to
let
get
the
into
joke,
it.
let's let the joke marinate. All right, I'll explain it to you later. But Dr. Greer, I mean, hey, we could shift this into Dr. Greer and just get our hate on. Like I'm saying right now,
I'm
because
pro
he loves
Greer.
parachute flares.
No,
I'm
Like
pro
listen,
Greer.
he
he
does
has made
love.
a career off of parachute flares. We
Oh,
can
I
pull up
want
his
to debunk
video.
that. We'll save that debunking. We'll save that debate for another day.
What do you mean, dude? You're
But
oh, Arthur, man, you're just on the wrong side of all this, man. Oh
you think everything is flares? I know.
no, I do not. I do not. I absolutely do not.
But
Probably
So
anyways,
why
anything
am
you
I?
believe is real as flares. Like I would
Yeah.
take the
What?
inverse of whatever you think if I was a betting man. I'd bet the opposite.
All right. Shots fired. Right.
I mean, he started it.
No. It's okay. It's okay. Shots fired. Reel back in. We got two pictures in front of us. Two photos, 19 seconds apart. We're flying high. All right. So we don't know exactly in reference from when the videos. So Grider, a big thing that you talk about is that there's no video longer than 30 seconds. There is a video longer than 30 seconds. There's a 36-second video. But I will agree with you in the sense that there are 4 to 5 videos that total, if you were to sequentially add them up, only add up to about 3 to 4 minutes, maybe. And you've hedged a lot on that aspect. I don't understand. So the pictures here that we're seeing, we don't know when they were taken in reference to when the videos were taken. This has caused a lot of frustration. So I wish we could get some of the metadata from the videos and photos so that we could start piecing.
Metadata on.
Here's the thing, though. All right,
2 photos. I just want to add a fact to this. These are the only 2 photos that we have metadata on, because these didn't come from Corbell. These came from a Reddit user, so another witness. So we have the intact metadata from the iCloud, so we can be confident when these were taken.
Okay, so these are the photos, yeah, because someone just DM'd me. Excuse me. Goodness. Someone just DM'd me. And I took a look briefly at it. I think this is like the second Mick West debunk. Oh yeah, I'm a Fed, yeah. People are so delusional. But
I starred that comment.
No, it's cool. It's whatever. It's
I love that stuff.
But yeah, so apparently these are the photos. No, I didn't. And I only thought that because there's some erroneous work done by another. It's just not really. I'm okay. I take responsibility.
We'll go. Well, you know what?
At least I was trying to think outside the box. You know what I'm saying?
The last 20 minutes of this, we'll
just gonna be cussing each other out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
filter off. I'm gonna tell Arthur exactly what I think of him in its friggin' Kohl's clearance rack attire. It's,
what the fuck is that all about, dude?
Lay into it. Oh, you're gonna find out.
No, but I wanted to ask you a question about Ashton Forbes.
I defer. I've like I really don't like to talk crap about people unless they're like right there. If Ashton wants to come on, like we'll go back to the old days of me cussing him out, and blowing up, and you can kick me out of the chat, like I used to get kicked out of spaces. Like we can go back to the old days. That's
all right.
Cool.
No,
Rattled.
I just wanted to know your views on him. All right. Okay. Anyway, so the metadata it would be very crucial to this case.